Hey there, tennis fans. I'm James Watterson, and welcome to Tennis Now's News Update Show, where we've got all you need to know about what's going on in tennis. Andy Murray won his fourth title of the year when he came back from a set down to beat longtime nemesis Rafael Nadal 3-6, 6-2, 6-love in the final of the Rakuten Japan Open Tennis Championships in Tokyo. Murray started the match poorly as he dropped serve in the first game. Although he had his chances, he could never quite capitalize on them to level the set. The Scot found his way back into the match in the second set though, as he broke Nadal's serve to go up 2-1. Yet he almost surrendered his advantage right away as he fell quickly behind love 40 in his service game. But somehow he channeled the spirit of Pete Sampras and he hit 3 aces in a row to pull it back to deuce, and then after saving a few more break points, he won the game with a stunning cross-court backhand winner from outside of the double sideline. The rest of the match was all Andy Murray. After winning the second set, he steamrolled Nadal in the third, a set in which he lost only 4 points. Yes, 4. The win improves the Scots' record against Nadal to 5-13, and it was the first time he's beaten him since last year's Cincinnati Masters tournament. It also takes him to within 600 points of third-ranked Roger Federer. Now what that means is, if Murray defends his title in Shanghai this week, he could surpass Federer in ranking because the Swiss isn't there to defend the 600 points he earned for making last year's final. Meanwhile, Tomas Berdych came back from a set down to beat Marin Cilic of Croatia 3-6, 6-4, 6-1 to win the China Open, his first title since 2009. The win certainly boosts Berdych's chances for qualifying for the year-end World Tour Finals, as he now sits in 7th place. Finally, Agnieszka Radwanska won her third title of the year when she beat Andrea Petkovic 7-5, love 6, 6-4 in the Women's China Open final. The win moves her to within the top 8 in the race to qualify for the WTA's Year-End Championships in Istanbul. Speaking of the Year-End Championships, Samantha Stosur and Vera Zvonareva qualified for the elite event today. They join world number 1 Caroline Wozniacki, Maria Sharapova, Victoria Azarenka, Wimbledon champion Petra Kvitova, and French Open champion Li Na in the elite field of 8 players. Stosur has posted a 39-20 record this year and won 1 title, the US Open. Meanwhile, Zvonareva has a 54-18 record and she's won 2 titles, in Doha and Baku, Azerbaijan. The Russian has also lost in 2 finals, both to Poland's Agnieszka Radwanska, and she's reached the semifinals of 5 tournaments, including the Australian Open. Now, this is the 5th year Zvonareva has qualified for the year-end tournament, with her best result coming in 2008 when she lost in the final to Venus Williams. Now that leaves 1 spot left in Istanbul. This week we've got the ATP Masters Tournament in Shanghai and 2 WTA international events in Osaka, Japan and Linz, Austria. Nadal is the top seed in Shanghai, followed by Murray, David Ferrer and Marty Fish, with Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic, Juan Martín del Potro and Robin Soderling out of the tournament. There's a huge opportunity for the players contending for the final 4 spots open to qualify for London to pick up some valuable points. We've already seen some results today. Andy Roddick dropped a set but beat Taiwan's Yin-Sun Liu 6-2, 3-6, 6-2, and he'll play Bulgarian rising star Grigor Dimitrov next. David Nalbandian took down Ernest Gulbis, Juan Carlos Ferrero beat Mikhail Yuzhny, and Donald Young will play Stanislas Wawrinka in a rematch of their second round contest at the US Open after he beat Chinese qualifier Mao Zhengong 6-1, 6-4. For a full rundown of the day's matches, you can read all about it on our website. I'll include a link to the story below. In Osaka, Samantha Stosur is the top-seeded player, and this time around she won't have to worry about playing Maria Karolinko, who she's lost to twice since the US Open. Marion Bertoli is the 2nd seed, followed by 30th ranked US Open semifinalist Angelique Kerber, who is seeded 3rd. This tournament is a good chance for Stosur to recover her momentum after winning the US Open. So it's a very important time for her. Meanwhile, Wimbledon champ Petra Kvitova leads the field, which includes Jelena Jankovic and Sabina Lisicki, in Linz. Andrea Petkovic, who was supposed to be the 2nd seed, withdrew because of a right knee injury, as did Nadia Petrova with a left thigh strain. And that'll do it from us. Remember to follow us on Twitter. And that'll do it. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and keep checking our website at tennisnow.com to stay up to date on all that's going on in tennis. As always, thank you very much for watching, and have a great week, everybody.